All right, so with the release of the Jabra Elite 4 Active, the obvious question is what's the difference between those and the Jabra Elite 7 Active? At the time of this video, there is a $60 price difference. So the other question is it worth spending the extra money to get the 7 Active? So for most people, I do think the Elite 4 Active will be more than enough. They have dynamic sound quality with app support, so you can customize the EQ. They have really great microphone quality for phone calls, and they have respectable active noise cancellation along with transparency mode. But there are a few cases where I do think you'll want to go ahead and spend the extra money to get the Elite 7 Active. So let's go ahead and check these out. So starting off with the charging cases, you do have a slightly different design. So with the Elite 4 Active, you have that upright design, whereas with the Elite 7 Active, you have more of that compact clamshell design. With the 4 Active, the Type-C charging port is located on the back of the case, and with the 7 Active, it's located on the front of the case. But honestly, I don't think any of that makes much of a difference. But what does set these two apart is that only the case of the 7 Active features wireless charging. So if wireless charging is a must-have feature for you, then that's one reason why you should obviously get the Elite 7 Active over the Elite 4 Active. Moving on to the earbuds, you do have a slight difference in terms of their design. As you can see, the 7 Active has a bit more of a rounded shape compared to the 4 Active. Both earbuds have sort of a rubberized finish on the outer half, but only the 7 Active features Jabra's Shake Grip technology, which is basically a very grippy silicone coating that's supposed to help provide a very secure fit. But to me, that's not what gives the 7 Active a better fit compared to the 4 Active. It's actually the fact that the stem, or the part that goes into your ear, is ever so slightly longer on the 7 Active compared to the 4 Active. It may be difficult to see on camera, but it is just a little bit longer, and there's more of a curve, which for me, it helps the earbud get seated deeper into my ear, which does make a noticeable difference in terms of the fit. So we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Both earbuds feature physical button controls, and this is another key difference. So the buttons on the 7 Active are much easier to press and use compared to the 4 Active. So if you rely heavily on the button controls to control your media, rather than reaching for your phone, then this is another reason why you would want to go for the 7 Active over the 4 Active. With the buttons on the 4 Active being a little bit harder to press, they can be a tad uncomfortable to use. So as far as specs, both earbuds are running Bluetooth 5.2, but when it comes to audio codecs, the 4 Active supports SBC and aptX, whereas the 7 Active supports SBC and AAC. Both support independent use, so you can use either the left or the right earbud while the other remains inside of the case. As of right now, neither of these offer multi-point connection, but Jabra has announced that there will be a firmware update coming very soon that will add multi-point to the Elite 7 series. So once that update is actually released, then that'll be another reason to go for the 7 Active over the 4 Active, especially if you do a lot of multitasking between different devices. When it comes to battery life, not really a huge difference there. The Elite 4 Active claims 7 hours on a single charge, with a total of 28 hours including the case. And the 7 Active is claiming 8 hours on a single charge, with a total of 30 hours including the case. They both offer fast charge, so with the 4 Active, just 10 minutes in the case will give you about an hour of listening time, and with the 7 Active, just 5 minutes in the case will give you about an hour of listening time. When it comes to durability, they both offer an IP57 dust and water resistant rating, which is going to give you plenty of protection from sweat, water, and dirt. Now, comparing the fit, if you have small ears like myself, the Elite 7 Active is for sure the way to go. Like I mentioned earlier, having that slightly longer stem allows me to get the earbuds seated deeper in my ear, which then allows the ear tip to create a better seal. If you have average to larger size ears, then I think either option will be perfectly fine for you. But definitely if you have small ears, the Elite 7 Active is going to give you a more secure fit. Now, when it comes to sound quality, both of these earbuds are giving you a very dynamic sound, and you're getting EQ control within the Jabra Sound Plus app, so you can customize the sound to your preference. Both options are giving you some great bass, plenty of treble and clarity, but I will say that you get slightly more of a punch in terms of the bass on the 7 Active. Also, I think they have a little bit better separation between the mids and the highs, so the treble sounds just a little bit cleaner. But if I'm judging things strictly on sound quality alone, I don't necessarily think it's worth spending the extra money to get the 7 active. And it's pretty much the same with the active noise cancellation and transparency mode. Both features are slightly more effective on the 7 active, but I don't think it's enough to the point that it's worth spending the extra money. With the active noise cancellation, you are able to go into the app and adjust the strength on the 7 active, whereas on the 4 active, it's either on or off. With the ambient or hear-through mode, you are able to adjust the strength on both options, and the 7 active do draw in a little bit more noise than the 4 active. So it sounds a little closer to how it sounds when you don't have anything in your ears. So when it comes to the Jabra Sound Plus app, let's take a look at a few of the customization options that you get on the 7 active that you don't get on the 4 active. So for starters, you have access to the soundscape section, which is basically a collection of different noises that you can use to relax, to fall asleep, or just zone out. You also have access to a fit test to make sure you have the right size ear tips and the proper seal. And you have access to the My Sound feature, which basically takes you through a hearing test and creates a custom EQ profile just for you. When it comes to the button controls, you have the option to customize the configuration. So if you don't like the default controls, you can set up your own. You also have the option of in-ear detection, which means the earbuds will automatically pause your music anytime you remove one of the earbuds from your ear, and then automatically resume your music once you place it back in your ear. With that, you can also set the earbuds to automatically answer phone calls anytime the earbuds are in your ear. Both earbuds give you the side tone feature, which allows you to hear yourself whenever you're on a phone call, but only the 7 active gives you access to an adjustable slider to adjust how much of your voice you're able to hear. You can also adjust the amount of treble or bass that you hear whenever you're on a call. So when it comes to phone calls, the 7 active features a total of 6 microphones, whereas the 4 active features a total of 4 microphones. But let's go ahead and do a test to see if we can tell a difference at how well they pick up my voice. All right, so this is a microphone test of the Jabra Elite 4 Active. Right now we have quiet conditions, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now this is a microphone test with the Jabra Elite 4 Active, only this time we have some crowd noise being played on a speaker. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, now this is a microphone test of the Jabra Elite 7 Active, quiet conditions, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. And now this is a microphone test of the Jabra Elite 7 Active in more noisy conditions, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. So all things considered, I do think the Elite 4 Active are an excellent option, especially considering the price. But you will want to go ahead and spend the extra money for the 7 Active if you require wireless charging, if you have small ears, if you rely heavily on the button controls, and if you do a lot of multitasking between different devices. Outside of those scenarios, then I think the Elite 4 Active are a great choice. So that's my video comparing these two. If you found the video to be helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the channel. And you can follow me on social media to stay up to date on all the reviews that I'll have coming up. And aside from that, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.